really never, and then try to get conversation together.
Well, მოიგებთ ნებად და განსაჯეთ თვითბრძენთად არად. ქვეყნად რით მოხვალ, რას წაიღებ, რომ შეგჩერს მარად. დაუცვილო სიკვდილის შიში ტყვინის მასზე რომ გვარს იძახი, დაუცვილო მაინც მოკვდები კინცვი გინდა რა. I'll try to translate this. A person says, addresses to people, to a person who never drinks. Why don't you drink wine? You are afraid of death, yes? My dear, you will die. Drink or not drink. It means he told him, if you don't drink, you want to die healthy. Yes. Do you like one more?
Yeah.
Well, this is dedicated to my motherland. ღამის წვდია ჩაფლული, გამტკნარებული სახითა, მოსჩანს ქისტეთის მიდამო არწივის ბუდესავითა. ბნელ ხევზე მოხებს მდინარე გულამღვრეული ჯავრითა, გადმოხრილიყვნენ მთანიცა, ხელპირს იბანდნენ წყალზე და ბევრი მომკვდარა მათ მკერდზე სისხლძველი ხდენენ ტანზე და ძმის ყველის სისხლის წყურია კაცირა მოდის გზაზე და გზას ვამბობ თორე რა გზა ვიწრო ბილიკი მთაზე და სავალად მეტაცნელია ფეხს ძლივს აცილებს ფეხზე და გაღმას ჩანს ქისტის სოფელი არწივის ბუდესავითა ლამაზი არის საცქერლად დიაცის უბესავითა. Well, I'll try to translate this poem. It is dedicated to a little part of mountain places and mountain villages in Georgia. You see, Georgian, there are very many mountains in Georgia, and the poet, his name was Wajab Shavela. He was, by the way, very famous, outstanding poet in Georgia, and he says, in the dark night, I see a village on the top of the mountain, and it is very nice. It is just like a nest of eagle on the mountain, and down I see and hear the river, and also on the mountains I see paths and little roads, which is very difficult for a person who was brought up not in the mountains to go along these paths. And he says he prays to heaven, let those people who live in the high mountains live and long live forever. I'm sorry, it's not a good translation.
I want to thank Mirov because it's not so easy to come and just present yourself, especially in another language. And I really appreciate this. I also would like to say about the mountains that I have been in the Georgia Military Highway crossing from this area where Timberlane entered to the Orient, and the entry to a small town, I guess, between Tbilisi and a place called Orjonikidze. And perhaps for me, I have been on many places, but it was perhaps the most dramatic and the most beautiful. Mountains and people. Every place is beautiful in the world, but there are some very special places, and the mountains of Georgia are one of them. In fact, there are special mountain people there who are not only free, they hardly speak Georgian, they hardly speak Russian, they speak their own language, and there's great tradition. So again, I urge you, if you want to come to one of the most beautiful spots, do take a chance to come to the Georgian mountains, and also meet the hospitality and warmth of Georgian people, for which I can attest and which is legendary. And also the fact that you may notice that at a moment's recall, Mirov probably could sit here and recall many poems by heart, which is maybe not unusual for people who love poetry, but it's found a great many people all over Georgia and all over the Soviet Union can recite poems by heart, and it's a place where people are moved by poetry, where they express themselves and converse and appreciate it. And so I'm very pleased, and Mirov immediately, as soon as last night on the telephone even mentioned the possibility, immediately showed up here bravely, even without me. So I'd like you to certainly welcome Mirov to the Poets Museum.
Thanks to Judy's woodruff.
Mayor Kobahisi, thank you very much again. It's an amazing thing. In 4 weeks, we've had 3 people from Europe read here, and one from Ireland, one from the German Democratic Republic, and now the Soviet Republic of Georgia. The remarkable thing is, 2 of them read in their own languages. We'll let that sit. For the folks that know about the extermination of the Gaelic language, but we'll talk about that later, Sean. Okay. God bless the English. At any rate,